is essential to know when approaching a news story, especially in today's society, to know your information is from a reliable source and is credible. There have been many claims of fake news from prominent news sources, specifically in recent news surrounding our President Trump. Trump arrived in London and initiated a massive anti-Trump protest in Trafalgar Square that carried out through Parliament. Although Trump claimed he was greeted with resounding love and support upon arrival, the protests that were organized against him told a very different story. Trump faces thunderous displeasure in his own country and in foreign countries as well. It is said that over 75,000 people came to the anti-Trump protest, which included a baby Trump and a mechanical Trump on a toilet. Trump visited London for 3 days and was greeted with meetings from the Queen, Prince Charles, and then later Theresa May. Meanwhile, the streets of London crowded with the anti-Trump protest. The news articles are about Trump's visit to London these past week. Although they only stayed for a couple days, the local Londoners and others in the city decided to make the most out of it. One of the largest anti-Trump protests was this Tuesday at Trafalgar Square at 11 a.m. Batchelor from the Independent News said that over 75,000 people were there, I among them. We marched from the square along Embankment to Parliament. Oftentimes, in news stories, they embellish the truth to capture the audience's attention. By observing the protest firsthand, it gives you an unfiltered lens to view the story. The news articles provided go in depth of the particulars of the rallies and describe it as I saw it to be during the protests throughout the city. There is an obvious bias of political opinion in the news articles, but as they cater to specific views, the bias is expected for most public news. Some of these articles describe how Trump claimed he had many supporters in London over Twitter, which was untrue, save for a small handful at Whitehall, which was described in the news articles from New York Times in 2019. Trump stated in his Twitter that London part of trip is going very well. The Queen and the whole royal family have been fantastic. The relationship with the United Kingdom is very strong. Tremendous crowds of well-wishers and people that love our country. Haven't seen any problems yet, but I'm sure the fake news will be working hard to find them. Great love all around. Reading many articles can give you a clear perspective of the event, but each individual article can be contrasting the viewpoints of another dramatically. Such as the blog Spectator has a very strong opinion present in the article. The clear sarcasm displayed when describing Trump's actions and general presence in London, whereas the article from New York Times has a neutral approach, and the article did not represent a clear bias in either direction. It is crucial to gather information from reliable sources to ensure you're getting a clear and accurate representation of the story. The story of President Trump's visit to London was conversely represented by different sources, including from Trump himself, as shown in his tweets from New York Times. Although Trump claims he has many supporters in the UK, the protests during his visit to London clearly disprove that. Protests against President Trump were united in London during his visit. But while these protests told one story, it is important to know the facts and to gather your own opinion. What do you think? Thank you.